This is your boy, Boss Up Great, for another Boss Up Great reaction video. And let's get to it.
I recorded my wife cheating on me, but I don't know how to tell her I know.
That's just scratching my head. I'm like, I know you're cheating on me.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it. That's how you tell. A couple weeks ago, I decided I wanted to surprise my wife with a kid-free night out. My parents live about an hour and a half away from us, and I arranged for the kids to stay with them for the weekend. By the way, this comes from Lost and Cheated on 8 on the Best Redditor Update subreddit. Usually, when I go to my parents', I am gone until later in the evening. We spend all day there and leave around dinner time. This time, I was dropping the kids off and immediately going home so I could surprise my wife and we could go out as soon as possible. I had made reservations at a nice restaurant and was hoping to go to a few places for some drinks first.
He sounds like a wonderful, nice husband. I mean, sounds like he was a great father also. And let's see how this goes.
I left at 8:30 and was back in our housing plan before 12:30. As I pulled onto my street, I saw a truck parked in front of my house. I did not recognize it.
That sucks. Why does that suck? Because honestly, bro, I've been there before. I mean, just straight up, I've been there before with an ex from a super long time ago. And I seen a weird truck in the yard. I banged on the door. The lights was off, and I suspected some BS happening. Well, guess what? And this is a reaction video, but I like putting my own life into it if it is an opportunity, and this is perfect opportunity. So, knocked on the door, boom, 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 no answer. Well, back in the day, if you guys are watching this, I'm pretty sure a lot of people who are watching it probably don't remember payphones, maybe. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. But if you do, I didn't have no cell phone, so I had to go to a payphone around the corner. Called the girl, hey, I'm outside, just got off work, and what's going on? Can you, how far are you from being home? So she says, oh, I'm around the corner. I'll be there real soon, baby. Okay. So I said, all right, great, awesome. Now, mind you, I'm not really letting her know that I seen a truck there or I was suspecting any type of truck. But in my head and in my heart, I seen a fucking truck. So, what I do? I walk back around the corner, and when I go there, the truck is actually not there anymore. Is that kind of weird? Actually, you know what? I take that back. I'm wrong. The truck was there, but the problem was it was actually her baby dad's truck. This is so fucking embarrassing. It was her baby dad's truck, and he was driving the fucking truck, and it was from. It had a certain plate on it, and it was the same plate, and I was like, damn, what is the odds of him being here, that being his truck, and the lights being off before I got home, and she was like, yeah, he was just helping me get some groceries, and he brought some groceries by, and da da da. Like, motherfucker, I'm paying the bills and shit. I'm putting groceries in. What the fuck he doing here? Needless to say, it was a whole ordeal. Dude went his way. I confronted her once he left, about it because, I let it go a little bit. And then I asked some fucking questions. She got a little defensive. I hit the fucking road. And I had to walk. It was a very painful time in my life. And, I had to, stand up because I can't have anybody just fucking cheat on me. Is it worth fighting for? Nah, it ain't worth the fight. Why would it be worth the fight? If she did what she did, it is what it is. Wow, what's the saying they say? What's understood don't need to be said. I understood right then what kind of games she was fucking playing. Whether she was doing something or not, it was disrespectful as fuck to have the baby daddy in there, the lights off. Who knows what the fuck was going on? Allegedly, she was on her period, right? That's what she pulls on me. Well, alright, you on your period, whatever. But you know what I mean? You wasn't sucking no dick. So, I'm just saying, man. I'm just straight up being real. That's the thought that came to my head. Maybe she was sucking some dick. But that's my own personal story, right? But, like I said, I left that ass. And I've been great ever since. So, let's get back into it. See how this shit goes.
I assumed it was someone seeing the neighbors, though, because it's not that unusual for someone to park in front of our house. I parked a few houses away, thinking I would sneak into the house and surprise my wife instead of pulling in the driveway and going in the garage. I went in through a basement door. I was as quiet as possible, but as soon as I walked in, I heard her making sounds from the floor above. When I first heard it, I thought she was just by herself, maybe having some personal time. I didn't want to interrupt her privacy and embarrass her. She would know I was home. Then I heard maybe having some personal time. I didn't want to interrupt.
Why would he think that she was just having some personal time? Okay? Yeah, I hit replay back just real quick. Why would he think that she was just having some fucking personal time? Alright, shit, she having some personal time. Let me have some fucking fun too. I mean, that's what I would think. And you just gonna leave her alone for a second? No, fuck that. I'm going to see what the fuck going on. Straight up. Any other dudes feel me in here? I mean, real shit. Any women out here feel me? You hit your man, doing whatever. You hear a porno or some shit going on. You ain't gonna look. You ain't gonna. Hey, what the fuck going on? What's going on around this corner? I mean, seriously. I'm not just letting no fucking sounds go on like that. But this shit get deeper. Listen.
For privacy and embarrass her, so I was going to go back to my car and just go in the garage so she would know I was home. Then I heard a man's voice. I immediately felt sick. My heart felt like it was going to explode out of my chest. It is hard to describe how I felt in this moment. I decided to go upstairs. I had no desire to confront them. I just wanted to see what was going on. I moved slowly and quietly and went up the stairs.
You know what the fuck is going on? Like, are you serious? Did he really say I wanted to know what was going on? Why the fuck would you want to see and what the fuck you want to, know what's going on? So look, I got another story. One of my buddies shared this shit with me. Old school boomer. He says to me, yeah, that happened to me once, back in the day. And when it happened to me, my buddy was actually doing my girl. And at least I thought he was a friend. At the end of the day, when I caught him, I backed up, went out to the car. I got my 45, locked and loaded. And I said, turn the fuck around, slowly. And he heard that motherfucking chamber. I think that's kind of how the story went. He had that shit pointing to his head. He said, turn around slowly. He said, get your shit and get the fuck out. That's what he told him. And he told her, he said, hey, bitch, you get your shit and you get the fuck out too. He was like, you're such a dick. No, I ain't no fucking dick. I'll show you what the fuck a dick is. He said, if I shoot both y'all motherfuckers, that'll be a dick. Yo, you better get the fuck out while you got a chance. He let the motherfuckers live, but that shit crazy. That's some real life shit. You be going around fucking no other woman's fucking another fucking man's wife, or vice versa. You be doing that shit. You fuck around, get your head blown off.
The door was halfway open. The kitchen was empty, but I could tell they were in the living room. It was obvious what was going on at this point by the sounds. There was no way for me to look in the living room without them seeing me. I pulled out my phone and opened my camera app. I put my phone just around the corner.
See, that's the fucking problem. Everybody want to pull out a goddamn phone. No, I'm pulling out that motherfucking Glock the older I get. So I respect what the hell dude said back in the day. Ain't no phone happening. Nah, somebody get fuck that. What do y'all think? Let me know in the comments.
Corner of a wall. Why are you recording them?
That's so weird.
This part is so hard to write. I could see my wife with a man I didn't recognize. I won't go into detail on what they were doing, but I think you can figure it out. I started recording it. I was thinking that I needed a record of it for whatever I decided to do in the future. I don't think so. I just stood there in my kitchen watching this all unfold on my phone screen. I felt like I could just scream at any moment, but for some reason, I just froze completely. This went on for several minutes. She finally jumped off of him and made a comment about going to the bedroom, and they went upstairs. She even made a comment about how much time they had left.
Yikes.
I walked into the living room and...
So this motherfucker talking about she hopped off of him. So there's more? There's more fucking sucker, whatever it's gonna be. I mean, I hate to be vulgar like that, but I'm serious. Like, I'm infuriated listening to this crap. So that was more. So look, dude up here, boop, 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 boop. This motherfucker up here recording all this shit, right? And then he got the audacity to say, all right, I'm gonna let these motherfuckers go upstairs and do what the fuck they do. Let's keep listening.
Found the guy's pants. I took his wallet out and took a picture of his driver's license. I know his name and his address now. I've never met him. I have no idea how my wife knows him. I left the house the same way I entered. I went back to my car and cried like the pathetic man I am. I decided to watch the video to make sure it recorded. I watched it all.
Dude.
Dude.
You're kind of like abusing yourself.
Yeah, you're putting yourself through it over and over. Oh. I'll spare the details, but I sat in my car for at least half an hour. I couldn't drive to my parents and get the kids, as I would have to explain why. I decided that I would pull into the driveway, open the garage, and just pretend like I was there to surprise her. I took my time getting into the house. I made a lot of noise. When I saw her, she was very flustered, asking me why I was home, etc. She was in a robe and said she was just getting ready for a bath. Ouch. I told her about my plans, and she seemed excited. She poured us both a glass of wine and said we should pregame before getting ready. I don't think I talked much, really. She took me into the living room. I'm not proud of what I let happen. I could faintly see the guy sneaking downstairs and going to the basement stairs, but I didn't say or do anything. I just let my wife continue doing what she was doing to me. Since that day, I have watched the video of her repeatedly. I can't bring myself to make any decisions on what I should do next. She seems to know something is wrong with me because she's asked a few times if I'm okay. I feel worthless, and every time I hit a low point, I watch that video again. I feel like I've watched it at least 10 times a day since I caught them. Dude.
Why are you doing that to yourself?
Stop.
Just call her out.
Call her out, please. For yourself.
I don't know why.
You're putting yourself through this.
Yeah.
There is an update, but divorce her. Like, you have the proof.
You have the proof, but maybe he does.
That shit is crazy. The fact that he is holding on to it and watching it multiple times. Like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? I mean, seriously, like, what is wrong? Okay, and is this a fucking generational thing? Okay, whatever generation are you, if you a part of, would you let that shit happen in your own home? If are you a man? I'd be like on some Jesse Peterson shit. Are you a man? What would you do? I want to know in the comments. What would you do if this happened to you? Women, men alike. I don't give a fuck. Let me know what you would do. Matter of fact, I want to hear from everybody, every nationality, every sexuality, whether you straight, whether you homosexual. I don't care. I want to know. You know, whether you LGBTQ. I want to know what you would do, and if you want to put your sexuality in there too, because I'm really fucking curious. But I'm just saying. Let's finish.
Doesn't want a divorce? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. They have kids. Oh, this is an update. I stopped watching the video after reading all the comments on my first post. It has helped clear my mind and allowed me to focus on next steps. This has allowed me to mostly be back to my normal self for both my kids and my job. I've gone through my wife's phone and found nothing. I've searched the guy's name from the driver's license. I figured out how they met. He's a landscaper. She was calling some a few months ago to clean up our yard and ended up getting some mulching and cleanup done.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, that's why she was calling them. I've driven past his house many times. I think he is single, as I couldn't find any records of other people living at that address. I've only seen a truck parked in the driveway when I have driven by. I've been avoiding my wife after the kids are in bed to try to limit one-on-one time. I don't want any awkward conversations, and I also don't want to have spicy sleep. I have mostly been successful with this, but did slip up one night when I had a little too much to drink. I hated myself for it the next day. I don't believe she has seen him since the day I caught them. I've been paying attention any time she's gone. I obviously can't track her 100%. I've read about Apple AirTags, but I use Android.
What is he doing? You're making the...
Alright, shit's crazy. If you want to see a part 2 of this, because it is more. It's a lot more. And if you want me to post this, Let me know in the comments that you want to see a part two. Part two. And just comment part two. If that's all you want to say, you don't want to get into details about your own life, whatever. I want to hear about your life experiences, though. I care. Boss Up Great cares. But at the same time, put part two if you just don't even want to get into it, but you're really curious about seeing the next part of this. This your boy Boss Up Great. And it's under 20-minute video, but hey, it is what it is. You had to see certain things to know how crazy this situation is. And I hope nobody has been through this. And if you are going through this right now or have, I pray that you really come out of it with a good outcome on life, a good perspective on life after going through something like this, because nobody deserves to go through this. All right, this your boy Boss Up Great, and I'm out. Peace.